Hi Leo, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Leo, in today's reading, I am going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Just wanted to actually tell you guys that I appreciate you guys and for you to have a very happy, blessed Christmas, okay? And I will definitely see you soon. Hopefully I will not be that busy and I could do the last of the year readings, okay? If not, well, then I'll see you. I probably will, though. All right, so here we go. Leo, sorry, I like to talk. Take what resonates with you, Leo, and leave the rest. This is for Leo, for their highest good, Spirit. This is for Leo. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, one more. All right. Let me just make sure nothing popped out. Okay. So you have, okay, finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Definitely. You really do have a gift, Leo. Very courageous. You're very strong-willed. You know, you guide people. You're a healer. You're an advisor. But you also have a very strong intuition also. So they're asking you to really tap into your intuition, to really find that peace within so you can really start concentrating on things, okay? So really pay attention to that. Also, you also got the card Unknown Territory. You are exactly where you need to be, definitely. Even if you feel like you're not supposed to be where you're at, like you're feeling like very overwhelmed and stressed out, just know that you are on the right path and this is somewhere where you need to definitely be. All right, so yeah, let's see. There we go. All right, so Leo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Leo, 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 Leo. All right, Leo. So I definitely know that you are going to go on a new path. Seems like everybody is. Everybody, you know, we're ending a year, we're ending a cycle, so everybody's moving forward. One card for the current, one for the situation, one for the past or now, what's hidden, what you need to work, the hopes and fears, I'm sorry. Oh, what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. Wow, okay. So you do have the Lover's card. I feel like you are going to make a decision very soon. Could be about a relationship also or your career. But I do also feel like you need to trust the process on everything that's going on in your life, especially, you know, your relationship. If you're in a relationship, I do feel like you really need to trust the process, okay? And have better communication with each other also. Wow, okay. So let's see what's going on. Leo. Whew, okay, there's a lot here. So, so you start off with the King of Pentacles. I feel with the King of Pentacles, you're an entrepreneur. You know how to make that money. You know, I also feel like there's a lot of growth here. You're very strong-willed, very intelligent. Also, you know, you know how to create the money. You know how to put it into use. You know, you make very wise decisions. I also feel with the eight of wands here, I feel like things are going to start moving very fast, or you feel like they're moving fast. I feel like there's unexpected change, unexpected messages coming in. I feel like you're definitely moving forward, but it's going to be like fast. You have the Empress card here. The Empress is talking about in the past or now. I do believe it's now. I feel like you need to start nurturing yourself. I feel like somebody around you could be pregnant or it could be you that's pregnant. I also feel like you're birthing a lot of ideas, like wanting to put a lot of ideas out there. There is abundance here also, I feel. You have the Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands is talking about making plans, you know, and really having patience for everything. You could also be waiting on something to come in, you know, maybe abundance is what I'm getting also, that you're getting, like you're waiting on something, like something with money have to do here. But I feel like you're also traveling here. You have the death card here, and the death card is talking about changes. You know, you're not the same person that you used to be. This isn't the hopes and fears. Definitely have changed a lot, have grown a lot, have changed a lot because you've been through a lot also, Leo. Oh, wow. Okay, you have the King of Swords here. King of Swords is saying that, you know, he's very strong-willed. He has a lot of clarity. There's a lot of good things coming in. He knows how to handle himself in any all kinds of situations. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles is talking about working on yourself and something that you need to work on. Really work on yourself. Really start trusting your decisions. Really, you know that you are very independent, that you know how to do things, but you also need to start working on your intuition and just having peace within you, because I feel like you're very, like you're on the go, 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 you know, like, rush, rush, rush. Also with the Queen of Cups here, I feel like you need to really nurture yourself. I feel like you really need to release a lot of emotions that you're holding on to. But I feel like really you need to nurture yourself, give yourself some self-care also. Wow, interesting. All right, so Leo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Leo, 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 Leo. Why is the King of Pentacles here for Leo? All right, so I feel with the King of Pentacles here that, you know, you are definitely very wise. You know how to handle things, you know, everything. You know how to make things come to life. Like, you know how you're like an entrepreneur. You know how to create things. You know how to make that money, and you know how to establish yourself. You know, I feel like you're wanting to create that strong foundation, and you are. You will. Really know who you are, okay? The success that you've been doing, the success that you have, really know that. And know your worth also. I feel like you are definitely trying to make some kind of decision, but they're asking you to go within and clear your energy, because I feel like you're very, you could be disconnected and not using your intuition like you used to. Also, I feel like you're in your feelings a lot, because you do have the Four of Pentacles here. When the Four of Pentacles shows up, you know, you could be very stubborn and hold on to the past. And there's something here that you're holding on to very tightly. Maybe you're trying to save money. Maybe you're just being stubborn and not wanting to change, go with the changes that are coming in. Or maybe you could just be holding back on something. Maybe, you know, maybe you need to go forward, because this is the King of Pentacles. He is an entrepreneur. He knows how to make that money. He knows how to create it, you know. And I feel like at times that you're afraid to let go of that money. Like, you know, they're asking you follow your heart, but that you're like holding on so tightly to that position that you're in right now, you know. And you really got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is what they're saying. Because I do feel like you're trying to make decisions here. You have the Eight of Wands here. And why is the Eight of Wands for Leo? One more card. Wow. You're definitely moving forward, but things are moving very fast for you. I feel like there's messages here and sudden changes coming through. I feel like things have changed for you a lot, Leo, and I feel like you need to really have patience for everything. I also feel like, you know, I feel like you need to go with the flow on everything that's going on, because, you know, yes, it's hectic. Yes, it is, but you know how to handle it. You do. I also feel like you really need to look at things differently at times, you know, that maybe you're trying to make too many choices at once, or you're trying to rush, rush, rush things, and you really need to slow down and really, really look at things differently. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles is talking about that you are definitely a multitasker. You're trying to do everything. You know, you're here, you're here, you're here, you're here, you're here. You know, and you're just like really need to start slowing down and taking care of yourself, giving yourself that self-care, okay? Because you know how to do it all. You know how to be stable. You know how to bring that money, but you know, what you don't do is you don't take care of yourself enough, and you really need to change that. Okay, there's something here that you need to change, especially on how you're doing life. You know, it's okay to be busy, but it's time to slow down now. You do have the Empress here. The Empress is talking about The Empress is talking about, having ideas, being very nurturing, being very loving, but it's like you have that. For some of you guys, you miss your mother, okay? A lot of you guys, you miss your mom, you miss your mother, you missed a woman figure, like a lady figure. There's a lady figure here that you miss. That was a message for somebody. But I feel like you need to take care of yourself more, okay? Really try to take care of yourself more, because with the Empress shows up, she's very loving towards everybody. She's that mother figure, that everybody wants, but I feel like you need to be more creative. I feel like you just need to really nurture yourself, okay? And I also feel like there is a lot of growth that you've been going through right now. And I also feel like that you or somebody around you could be pregnant. Interesting. And I do believe it's now. You have the Two of Wands up here for what's hidden. Why is the Two of Wands here? One more card. Wow, nice. All right. Ah, very nice. So you do have the Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands is talking about, making plans, traveling, and I do believe that that's going to happen for you very soon. But like you're also making decisions. I also feel like you're trying to put something out there in the world, like it is that what you want, like to create something that you want to like build. It's like something like you want to create something and put it out there. So, wow, that's nice. Maybe you're going to start something. I do feel also too that you're waiting on something to come in. I feel like you're very exhausted and very tired. And I do feel like if it's maybe some money that you're waiting on or something like that, I feel like you're going to be receiving it very soon. But because they're asking you not to give up with the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands is talking about, that not to give up, find your inner strength, even though you've been tired or you've been hurt or everything's being pushed forward, just really find that inner strength. And I also feel like there is abundance here. I feel like you need to pay it forward. And I feel like things are just, people are helping you. And it's okay to let other people help you also. But I do feel like everyone's going to get some kind of extra abundance coming in for you. So it's nice. Love that. You have the Death card here for the hopes and fears. And why is the Death card here? One more card. Wow. Okay. So, yes. So there is going to be a lot of changes for you, Leo, because you do have the Death card here. And the Death card signifies that there is a lot of things that are going to come to a close. And it's not just, that they're closed. If you really look at this card, it's that the old ways are done and gone, okay? Because you're not the same person that you are anymore, But I feel like you need to focus more, like you need to concentrate more, because I feel like you're very disconnected. And it does show here, because you need to open yourself up. You need to you need to trust your intuition. You need to find that peace within you, because you're very cluttered, not very disconnected on things. And, you're going to be making a lot more decisions, but you still need to find that inner peace, I feel like with the Temperance card here, you also need to balance everything, your mind and your body. Like you need to really think better. You need to sleep better, eat better, do things a little bit better, because, it's like, you're ignoring yourself, not giving yourself the love that you need, the good food that you need to eat, the good water, drinking better things, that you need to like really start focusing on that. And I feel like and your emotions and how you're doing things, I feel like you just need to really, you really need to start focusing on that. They're asking you to have patience with everything, even though you feel like you're being rushed and hurried. Really have patience for everything, okay? You are definitely on the right path, okay? And that's what they're saying also. You have the King of Swords here and what you need to do now. Why is King of Swords here? Wow. So with the King of Swords, he's here, he's straight up, he's like very strong-willed. He knows how to handle himself. He can also be very blunt with things, and that's you, being very, very strong-willed. Try to be more focused, okay? Stand in your power and speak your mind, but be careful in how you're communicating with people, okay? Don't be harsh and angry. angry at the same time, or frustrated, or, wanting to just doing things. I feel like you're going to leave that, all this negativity behind. I feel like the anger, the frustration, the, feeling disappointed and stuff like that. I feel like you're going to leave it behind because you do have the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups is here. They're asking you to really look at to really look at the way you are, to that you're very experienced, you know what you're doing, there are times that, you don't really see your worth, and you really need to start seeing your worth, like not to settle for less, okay? Because you have a lot of experience, you know what you're doing, and sometimes you like to stay where you know you can do better, and they're asking you that, they're saying that you're going to leave, that you're leaving this behind. You're going to know how important you are. You're going to know the value of yourself, like you're very experienced in your career or something like that, and you're going to know your value and your worth. You're going to walk away from things that just are not for you anymore, that are not, as experienced the way you want to do things. You're going to leave that behind. Wow. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. And why is the Nine of Pentacles here for what you need to work on for Leo? Wow. Again. Wow. Okay, so you do have the Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, with the Nine of Pentacles, you're very independent, start working on yourself, opening your intuition, finding that peace within you, knowing that you're worth more than what you're going for, know your worth is what they're saying. Trust yourself and be in the moment, with things, with everything that's going on. Really be in the moment. I feel like you just need to trust yourself and really work on yourself a little bit more, and put your energy into something that's going to make you happy, because that's something that you need to do. Right now you're in your mind about everything, Christmas, work, traveling, doing this, doing that. And they're asking you to really get out of your mind about that, okay? Because it doesn't make any sense for you to do that. Not right now. There's going to be a time when you just need to make these decisions, and they're asking you to really clear your energy. You have the Lover's card here. There is a decision you're making, very much, and they're also telling you to communicate better, and they're also saying that you need to really trust the process on everything that's going on. Okay, and I also feel like there could be somebody there that you're helping, or that you're making a decision on a career, or somebody could be helping you also. But I do feel like or a relationship that you're making a decision on also. And you're in your mind a lot. And you don't need to be, is what they're saying. Yeah, the Queen of Cups here. And why is the Queen of Cups? Wow, okay. So really start taking care of yourself, really see your worth, and really do a lot of self-care for yourself. Leave the past behind. I feel like you need to leave it behind and just be in the moment. I feel like you're going through a healing, because you are also going through a huge transformation. And we get in our feelings a lot when that happens. But you need to start taking care of yourself, okay? Really see the truth in things also before you start, pointing fingers or saying something. Really see the truth about something. And if it doesn't come out of that person's mouth, then you need to really not say anything, okay? Really try not to do anything like that. That's what they're asking you to see the truth, to be objective. I feel like there's messages coming in for you also. Wow. So that's a lot here. It's a lot here though, Leo, but you know what? You're going to be okay. Really communicate, rest, give yourself some self-care, and really start to focus on things, because you are being pushed forward. Definitely. See your worth. Okay. See your worth and follow your heart. Wow. All right. So, Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And I'll see you next time. God bless.